Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Bridge coming to you here today as we're basically hiding out, talking about WWE's Royal Rumble 2019 as we're talking about the upcoming men's match. This is going to be a fun one. Royal Rumble is going to be coming to you next Sunday. This Monday is going to be the Go Home Raw as well as the Go Home SmackDown on Tuesday. There's a lot of names named for the Royal Rumble, but as of right now, honestly, I think there's only a few names that are really out there in the hunt that really have a chance to win the Royal Rumble. We'll go over the list of names in a sec. This year, it's not really being touted out there, the fact that this is the guaranteed main event ticket to WrestleMania. They're not really saying that this is how you get the main event. You know, of course, the Royal Rumble winner has always been given the WWE championship shot ever since Yokozuna got the win, I believe, back in the 1993 Royal Rumble, which was held here in Sacramento. He went on to go to WrestleMania, where he fought against Bret Hart for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 9. Of course, he was able to get the win. That sort of started out with guy after guy after guy, going to WrestleMania, but it was not always guaranteed that guy would be the winner of the WWE Championship at the big show. So this year, I think that honestly, somebody has a good chance of winning the Royal Rumble, going on and beating Brock Lesnar for the WWE Universal Championship. Of course, Brock has a fight against Finn Balor at the pay-per-view. I'd be really surprised if Finn gets it. It's not that I'm going to be rooting for him. He is my favorite guy to watch in WWE. I think he is one of the best wrestlers there is in the world. But I just am not quite sure that WWE's going to put the Universal Championship on Finn Balor for a second time by beating Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. So this year we've got John Cena, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Xavier Woods, Apollo Crews, Baron Corbin, Elias, Jinder Mahal, Jeff Hardy, Bobby Lashley, Andre Cien Almas, Rey Mysterio, Mustafa Ali, and R-Truth as competitors in the Royal Rumble. There's of course going to be some surprise come from out of the middle of nowhere guys. There's probably going to be some people that make their I don't want to call it their debut, but make an appearance out of NXT. There's always going to be that chance that they use a few of the spots on these UK guys now that of course that NXT is starting their UK shows. To sort of put a little bit more of a spotlight on some of the guys over there that, you're going to want to watch this show, to find out who these guys are. I think honestly, John Cena is always the guy that you're going to be having in the running, to see, this guy could win, the Royal Rumble to put him in the championship shot to go after maybe his 17th crown, beating Ric Flair. Don't really see that as a big thing that's going to happen, but it is something that could happen. We've got Dean Ambrose as the guy that is the Intercontinental Champion. He did lose that championship last week on Monday Night Raw, but we'll have to see if that is going to be, turning into something, or if they just thought it was time to go Bobby Lashley from there. Seth Rollins was the guy that honestly I was thinking was going to be the guy to win the Rumble, to go on and have a match against Brock Lesnar as the days get closer to the Royal Rumble. I don't really think that that's going to be what happens. I just keep going in a different direction to see who the winner is going to be. Drew McIntyre's a guy that, could be coming off Monday Night Raw to get it, but I think that as of right now, they took this off of Braun Strowman, that he was not going to win, he wasn't going to get his shot at Brock Lesnar at the Royal Rumble. But Braun hasn't been going away. They didn't tell him that he had an injury and he wasn't going to be able to compete. Basically, he just got into a storyline where, he went up against the Authority and they took his shot away because he beat up Vince McMahon's limo. I wouldn't be surprised if Braun Strowman is the guy to come in and basically take away R-Truth's number 30 spot. And basically Braun Strowman comes down to the Royal Rumble. And Braun Strowman ends up being the winner, where he just needed a little bit of time to rehab and get right with that shoulder injury. Or maybe they just liked the whole storyline of basically he, wants, he wants that championship, and they have to find a way for him to get it. And, building it up and getting it to WrestleMania, him beating Brock Lesnar, and, Braun wins at WrestleMania is the exclamation point of the story that they're looking for. So as of right now, as I look at the field for the 2019 Royal Rumble, I think Braun Strowman is going to be the guy to get the win, and we'll see where we go from there. So we still got 7 more days, so anything could happen, especially after tomorrow's Monday Night Raw.